Well, hi, everybody. Happy Monday to you. As I was driving around today, when you're retired, you can do just about anything you want during the daytime. Drove by Dodger Stadium, and right away it hit me. How many people are thinking what I'm thinking? Will things ever get back to normal? We'll be able to go to Dodger Stadium and have people go inside instead of behind me seeing the LAPD doing some kind of training and this place being used for COVID testing. The Dodgers are in the middle of a great pennant race right now, even though baseball is abbreviated. And I just really made me long for the normal hazy days of summer.
And the Dodgers have hit more home runs in August of 2020 than any National League team has ever hit in any month.
So how about it? Are you longing for the days as much as I am that we can go to Dodger Stadium without having to see police practicing riot control as they were doing a little while ago, or else the big lines for the COVID testing? The Dodgers are in a really hectic pennant race, as short as the season is, but they're playing San Diego tonight in a real good series. I've always had sports very, very deeply embedded in my heart. As you know, I did sports for a number of years. All right, we got a couple of things I'd like to talk about today on this Monday. First of all, before I forget, thank you very much for your kind responses to the interview we did with John Papadakis. We'll do a few more of those types of reports in the coming week. So thank you for your response. I deeply appreciate that. The big numbers again, and I, just like I was when I was on reporting for Channel 2 and 9 on a regular basis, I want to give you the bottom line figures on this thing. The numbers are very, very good. Again, remember, keep in mind it's a Monday, it's a holiday, a weekend, not a holiday, but a weekend. So the number of new positive cases, 733, but it's been low. It has been low. And the number of people hospitalized, again, this is the real crucial number, 755 now. Now you got to remember, a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago, that number was almost 2,300, and that's when the panic almost set in. So now we're down to 775. The other key thing to keep in mind is, everybody keeps asking, when are we going to go to the next level? When can we start indoor dining? When can the gyms reopen? When can other businesses open up? When can the malls reopen up? We've got to get to that special code, that new color line. But one of the things we have to hit are the number of new cases per 100,000 population. Southern California, the LA County, needs to hit 7. Right, 7 per 100,000 population. Right now we're at 9.7. Again, to give you an idea of how good that is now compared to what it was 6 weeks ago, it was above 13. So we still have a ways to go. Dr. Ferrer, in her briefing today, was asked if we're anywhere close to reopening the economy, and she said we're going to do one step at a time. They were completely flipped out over what the numbers were doing after the economy reopened. The criticism was that they opened too soon, and apparently that's what happened. Now, the numbers from the Labor Day holiday are still about another week to 2 weeks away. So hopefully there's not another big spike. There haven't been a number of protests. We did not reopen all the economy the way we did on the July 4th weekend. So if the numbers can hold, we're getting closer. But again, if I were a betting man, I would not bet that anything is going to reopen in a big way before Christmas. I think that's the outside guess. I'm just being honest with you right now. They already put the big limits on Halloween. Don't know what they're going to do for Thanksgiving. But, the whole thing comes down. The game changer could be where they are with a vaccine. But right now, the numbers are getting better. And remember back on May 12th, I was checking back in some of my records. On May 12th, Dr. Ferrer made an appearance in front of the Board of Soups, and she made a comment that we are going to have some type of restrictions through August. And oh my goodness, you thought that she said the worst thing possible. I mean, everybody went crazy. August? Are you crazy? August? We're going to have restrictions till August? Well, then they eased up right before the July 4th weekend. And, we all saw what happened. So, again, that's why I'm saying, as long as the numbers keep going, the way they're going, we will reopen again one day. But it's not going to happen overnight, and they're going to be very, very careful and very, very cautious. So, keeping with the numbers again, this is week 27 of this pandemic. Can you imagine that? We've been living this way for 27 weeks now, day number 188, since we first heard the words that we are going to start curtailing the way that we go about our business. It seems like a lifetime ago, but we can't give up now. We can't go backward now. So again, the number 775 for hospitalizations. Stop and think, almost 2,300 6 weeks ago. So it's getting better. A couple other quick little items. I don't need to remind you of how difficult things are right now and how tough it is out in the street. I have there's 6 boys and 2 girls in my family, and one of the boys was a police officer for a number of years. He retired, never was injured on the job, thank goodness. And my heart goes out to what happened in Compton. I mean, it was just, you see the video, and it's horrible. It is just absolutely horrible. You don't need a lecture from me. You don't need to have me say how bad it is and how dangerous it can be out in the streets. But we do have to really take a step back and think of just where this is all headed. Today, on Monday, Catherine Barger, I thought, made a very, very poignant statement today.
Over the weekend, things took an even darker turn as 2 of our Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies were ambushed while sitting in their car. I was horrified to see the chilling account of the 2 young deputies ambushed while stationed outside the MLK Transit Center in Compton. The reports of protesters chanting and jeering outside the hospital are even more disturbing, as the deputies were in critical condition inside. To condemn these actions would be an understatement. In response to the tragic attack, Supervisor Mark Ridley Thomas and I are offering a $100,000 reward for any information leading to the capture of the person who committed this heinous crime. The events of this weekend have made it clear to me that the anti-law enforcement rhetoric expressed by many elected officials, community leaders, and others has created a toxic environment amid the time of civil unrest. Not only is this dangerous for those who are working to serve and protect us, but for the communities that they are trying to protect. I said it over the weekend, and I will say it again now. This must stop. Enough is enough. I will do whatever is needed to end this damaging rhetoric in order to restore compassion and peace to our communities.
All right, let's go to a lighter note. Sports. Dodgers are in the middle of a tight pennant race. I know many of you saw the Rams yesterday. I don't like the uniforms at all. I mean, I'm a purist when it comes to football. Man, those uniforms. They played a whole lot better than those uniforms looked. The stadium is absolutely gorgeous. I haven't had the pleasure yet to go inside it. I've been on the outside, done a couple of stories, but in the next couple of weeks I plan to go inside and take a look at it. It certainly beats the Coliseum. $5 billion, and I've been around a long time. When the Rams left, they broke my heart. We had all these false rumors, all these false hopes, all these false starts about a stadium and a team, and over and years it went on, and finally it happened. And, it's just a doggone shame that they had to open up in front of an empty stadium. Chargers look good. The Clippers are playing what I think is going to be their most important game since they've been in L.A. tomorrow night. Boy, if they lose this game to Denver, I mean, everybody's looking for a Laker-Clipper series. So let's hope it happens.
5 on the clock, over Jokic, and scores.
I'm a sports guy at heart. So let's keep on thinking good thoughts. Let's not get too depressed knowing that we've been in this thing now for 27 weeks. Let's sit back and let's enjoy the Clippers. Hopefully they win. Hopefully they'll play the Lakers. That'll get our minds off it a little bit. The Dodgers and the Padres. The pennant's coming up. And, be a World Series with nobody in the stands. But, hey, at least there'll be a World Series. Maybe the Dodgers will be in it again. So keep the mask on. I was outside, so I'm inside. But keep the mask on. Keep your distances. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you next week. Take care.